Good afternoon. After a wet and windy weekend, low pressure will be staying pretty close by to the UK for the first half of the new week, and that will keep us on the fairly mild side temperature-wise. The big change comes, but briefly for the end of the week, a much colder story. Here's the low pressure that's been with us through the weekend, though the centre is now drifting towards Scotland. The big difference between today and yesterday, not more sunshine around up there at the moment, but this area of showers approaching the southwest is looking pretty aggressive through the afternoon. There'll be some heavy rain tracking along the south coast, strong and gusty winds, perhaps touching 50-60 miles per hour, and a risk of some coastal flooding. Scattered showers elsewhere, some more persistent rain pulling out of Northern Ireland, running into southern Scotland and northern England. Temperatures 9 to 11. Through the evening and overnight, we'll tend to see the more persistent rain pulling out into the North Sea, along with a low pressure centre, but then some showers will drift into Scotland and northern England. Thanks to the strength of the wind, a mild enough night, lows of 6 to 9, not quite as mild as last night. For Monday, study closely, there's just a little ridge of high pressure in there. That is going to calm things down somewhat before our next low approaches. It will still be quite breezy, but not as windy as it has been through the weekend. The biggest difference, though, for the lion's share of the UK, it will be dry during daylight hours. We will, though, see the next frontal system starting to push into the west through the afternoon, so cloud will thicken and there'll be some rain by dusk for Northern Ireland, Wales and the southwest of England. And that front will track its way eastwards overnight Monday into Tuesday, then another low centre parks up to the north. Tuesday is looking breezy, but we move into some very mild air. There could be quite a lot of cloud around, but I think the breeze will break it at times, and when the sun comes out, the temperatures really will shoot up. Bear in mind, we're basically in mid-November. We're talking about highs of 15 or 16 degrees in some sheltered northeastern spots. For Wednesday, the low, still doing its business, now tries to send this front in from the west. It's a cold front. It will bring cooler conditions in behind it, but ahead of it, again, warm southerly winds, bit of sunshine across the southeast of England. We could see temperatures as high as 17 degrees. You can see the cooler air, though, getting into Scotland and Northern Ireland. It's Wednesday into Thursday. The big transition starts to happen, though, behind our cold front, with high pressures trying to build from the west. We move out of that warm air feeding in from the Atlantic into cold air coming in from the Arctic. Gone the orange, into the icy blue. For Thursday, the high pressure means actually there will be quite a bit of sunshine, but the northerly wind will drag in a fair few showers. And yes, they are white across Scotland. The air is cold enough for them to turn wintry. And these are the temperatures that you'd see on the thermometer. Factor in that wind, you can knock a good 4 or 5 degrees off those numbers. Thursday night into Friday, the ridge of high pressure pushes across the UK. Light winds, clear skies, recipe for a frost for first thing Friday. But to the south of the UK, it looks like we could just see a little weather feature developing. That could mean a milder start on Friday morning for southern areas. Whether that develops or not, though, is probably one of our biggest forecast questions for this week at the moment. But for Friday, it could mean even a little bit of transitional snow as the wet weather runs to the south. Just where that sits does remain in question. Friday, though, we are quite clear, is set to be a chilly day across the UK. Some decent sunshine to the north. As for next weekend, well, we're almost back where we started, looking unsettled with average temperatures.